Good evening, students. We have seen basic fundamental rules of accounting in last session. So everyone, good evening, fast. So before starting today's session, yes, first I will recall all the concepts of basic accounts. So as you are aware, we have divided it in two parts. Every one of you have to write it in the comment section. What are rules of accounts for next 5 to 6 days? So everyone, please participate in the class. जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं जल्दी से आ जाइए और आप सबको कमेंट सेक्शन में आप बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज के ऐप पे और जो भी बच्चे यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं दो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर वाचिंग इट ऑन यूट्यूब yes we have provided you all descriptions how to join on our application. So board of studies के application पे आप जल्दी से आके join हो जाइए. Those students yes who are watching it on YouTube, don't watch it on YouTube. My request to all of you to participate in the class, and that's why you have to install our board of studies application and you can comment on that. So everyone please participate. So good evening Catherine, Anita, Prabhashali beta, Karmarkar ji, yes, good evening. Happy Holi in advance. Traditional approach, yes, Sunil, Ishwar, Samriddhi Rajan, yes, and I will tell those students names who are very regular in the class. So be active in the classes. Chalo. So we have divided in two parts. आज होली का दहन है. आप सबको यस होली की शुभकामनाएं इन एडवांस एवरीवन, और आपकी हमेशा प्रगति होए और आप जल्दी से जल्दी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन जाए, यही मैं शुभकामनाएं रखता हूं आपके लिए. और जितने भी आपके राक्षसी विचार है अदर देन स्टडी वो सब नष्ट हो जाए. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. ट्रेडिशनल अप्रोच and modern approach. So in traditional approach, as you are aware, we have divided in three parts: personal, real, and nominal. Personal account are related to persons. It might be artificial person, natural person. So natural person means like Sanket sir and you. So natural person, artificial person means Reliance company, any cooperative society, any bank is called as natural person. So in that we have rule of debit the debtor, credit the creditor. That is actually not rule in the books of accounts. That is only Sanket sir rule. Always he tells you that debtor creditor relationship is always important when debtor comes when there is income or there is sales. So whenever there is a sales or income, debtor arises. So debtor means receivable, amount which is receivable, and creditor, when you purchase something or expenditure is there, it is a creditor. Debtor becomes giver and creditor becomes receiver. So second rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. But in books normally we have one rule: debit the receiver, credit the giver. But before starting the receiver giver relationship, there is always debtor creditor relationship exists. After that, real account debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and nominal account debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Personal and real account are carried to balance sheet and nominal accounts are transferred to P&L. And after that, we have seen modern approach. In modern approach, we have asset, liability, expenses, income, and capital balances. Asset shows debit balance, liability shows credit balance, expenses shows debit balance, income shows credit balance, and capital shows credit balance. So friends, after that we have divided it in two parts: traditional approach and modern approach. So if you are aware about this basic fundamental rules of accounts, it's nothing difficult for this passing any journal entry. Why we are doing all these things? Only remember that we have to prepare financial statements, and for financial statements we have to prepare balance sheet, profit and loss account, and even there are some other statements, cash flow statements, notes to accounts. So all these needs basic journal entries, because without journal entries, you cannot pass these financial statements. And for that journal entry, we need to apply basic fundamental rules. So this is the first starting point of your financial statements. After that, for passing any journal entry, what is Sanket sir's secret? You just have to divide it in four parts. Number one, you have to identify accounts. After identifying accounts, you have to identify type of accounts, whether it is real, personal, or nominal. Then you have to apply rule. Every time you have to apply rule and then pass journal entries. So students, good evening to all of you. I don't know why, but yes, my site here once again, it is not showing your names. Just wait for 2 minutes. And before that, yes, we are going to start with some revisions. So revisions, yes, I will quickly revise all these 10 entries within 5 to 10 minutes, because every time if your fundamentals are good, then it is very easy for me to build a structure on it. So RCC आपका बहुत strong चाहिए, ये याद रखना. तो अपने आप स्लैब बनाने को मजा आएगा, आरसीसी जो स्ट्रांग होगा। तो बच्चों, यस, इस बार हमने नया क्या लाया है, आफ्टर इंग्लिश रिवीजन विल बी इन हिंदी, सो दैट इज अ न्यू पार्ट। सो 1 रिवीजन इन इंग्लिश एंड 1 रिवीजन इज इन हिंदी। सो हिंदी मीडियम स्टूडेंट्स, डोंट वरी, आपको ये इजी जाएगा। तो जरूरी नहीं है हमेशा आपको पूरा का पूरा सेशन इंग्लिश में रहेगा। ओके, चलो स्टार्ट। So SS started business with cash of rupees 1 lakh. So here there are two parties. Yes, I will quickly revise this: cash account debit and cash account and SS capital. So there are two accounts, cash and SS capital. Cash is a real account, SS is a personal account. Debit what comes in, and here SS is here. You might record it as a creditor or giver. My suggestion is to that SS is a creditor because you have to once again pay this amount back to SS, and therefore it is creditor. But many students, they apply the rule cash account debit to SS capital. So यहाँ पे entry will be cash account debit to SS capital. Loan taken at the rate of 8%. See beta, 8% is very, very important because this is an interest rate. It is called as interest rate. So 1 lakh rupees loan taken. So how many accounts are there? Cash account and loan account. So loan account. So cash is a real and loan is a personal account. Remember, loan is a personal account. So cash is a real account, debit what comes in, and here loan is a credit, the creditor, because you have to pay it back. So entry will be cash account debit to loan. Purchase furniture, very simple, but remember you have to pay interest. How much is the interest which is accrued? Interest accrued at the end of the year is rupees 8,000. And what is the treatment of this 8,000? We have to see it in the next entries. Okay, so 8,000 will be accrued during the year, but wait for some time. I'm going to tell you this entry. Purchase furniture of rupees 20,000 is a furniture account, and second one is a cash account. So furniture is a real account and cash is also real account. Furniture comes in and cash goes out. So entry will be furniture account debit to cash. Goods purchase from goods purchase in cash and Sangam. We already seen these entries, so that's why I'm taking it very fast. This is just a revision for you. So goods purchase for cash and Sangam. So purchases account, cash account and Sangam account. Purchase is a nominal account, cash is a real account, and Sangam is a personal account. So purchases debit all expenses that we are going to give debit for expenses account. After expenses, cash is a credit, goes out, and S Sanket is a creditor. So here purchases account debit to cash, purchases 35,000 to cash 20K, and Sangam is 15K. So Sangam is a creditor in our books, and he will be shown under the head that is trade payable. Okay, so trade payable will be the head. Direct wages paid, very easy entry, wages account debit to cash. So I'm not going to write this entry, it's very easy. Salary paid to Anand and total salary 10,000. This is called as accrued concept. So during the year, total salary is accrued 10,000. Out of that, 8,000 is paid to Anand and remaining 2,000 is still payable. So what are the entries here? Salary account, so accounts to be opened, salary, then second account is cash and third account is Anand. So it's very simple. Salary is a nominal account, cash is a real account, and Anand is a personal account. Again, Anand will be shown under the head salary payable, and salary payable, outstanding salary, provision for salary, or accrued salary, all are same name. So these are personal account because he is our creditor. Salary is a nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, and cash goes out of rupees 8,000. So salary account debit to cash to Anand, and to instead of Anand you can record salary payable. Stationery purchase, stationery to cash. Advertisement account debit to cash, and goods sold will be cash account debit, Ajinkya account debit to Manish account debit to sales. So Ajinkya and Manish will be shown under the head debtors account, trade receivable account. Cash is a real account, these two are personal account, and sales will be considered as nominal account. So entry will be real account, cash comes in, Anand and Manish Ji are debtors, and to sales account will be nominal account. So remember, so here entry will be cash account debit, Anand account debit, Manish account debit to sales account. And paid to Sangam, yes, what is the entry? Paid to Sangam. Sangam is our receiver. So what is the logic? Because Sangam, you can see here in the entry number 3, Sangam was our creditor. So here Sangam was creditor of rupees 15,000 and now Sangam is a receiver. So Sangam account debit to cash, Sangam and cash. Sangam here creditor becomes. So what is the logic? Creditor becomes. Remember this entry is direct entry, students, only for you. I am taking it in detail. So creditor becomes receiver because foundation students, they are already aware about all these things. So creditors account debit to cash to Sangam account debit to cash 14,500. So till that point, so 10 entries we already covered. So good evening to all of you once again. Still waiting for replies. Yes, wait for 1 minute. Just checking. Query link. Yes, query link opened. Shrashti Aldak is saying, sir, good evening, sir. Good to see you, sir. I have learned foundation also and passed with 68 marks. Beta Sakshi, congratulations, 68 marks. Aditya Muddaji from SRO, Preeti SRO. Yes. Samriddhi Ranjan, Harshit Dikshit. Yes. Very good. Saipa Virali saying, sir, you have not uploaded the notes till now. So बेटा आपको करना क्या है, डिस्क्रिप्शन चैनल में जाना है, सॉरी अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे जो भी बच्चे देख रहे हैं तो आप डिस्क्रिप्शन पे जाइए, वहां पे पूरी प्रोसेस लिखी हुई है हाउ टू डाउनलोड नोट्स, और नोट्स नहीं, पहले तो बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज ऐप पे जाइए और वहां पे आपको पूरे नोट्स मिल जाएंगे। तो आपको मैं हिंदी में भी दो बार बता रहा हूं कि आपको करना क्या है। आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन पे देखिए, मेरा पिछला सेशन आप एक बार देख लीजिए। इवन आई डोंट नो टुडे सेशन, बट यस, do you have any suggestion for direct entry students? That is a question once again from Kunal. Kuntal ji, sir, Kuntal Nath ji. So beta direct entry students, I will give you one guidance. Please stick to basics of accounts and these 20 entries. Visualize these 20 entries for minimum 2 to 3 times. Okay. Every day you can recall it. You can ask these 20 entries to your friends. And once you get the grip on these 20 entries, this will build your confidence. It's very important. What is important in accountancy is important is only your confidence. Okay. So if you develop your confidence, remember in cricket also, batsmen, they have confidence at the time of batting. Why? Opener. They are, for example, Rohit Sharma. He has confidence on himself that he is going to open it and he will play very well. Okay. So might be he is getting failure, but that confidence is very important. और देखो विराट कोहली का कॉन्फिडेंस अब भी थोड़ा सा डगमगाया है, तो वही चीज देखिए। और श्रेयस अय्यर जैसे जैसे खेलते जा रहा है वैसे वैसे निखरता जा रहा है। तो दैट कॉन्फिडेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बेटा। कैसे उन्होंने एक कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्टअप होने के लिए थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा। जब जिस टाइम पे आप डिप्रेशन में जाते हो या ऐसा लगता है खुद पे भरोसा नहीं होगा, तो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू। So that is important technique for direct entry students. Don't compare with your foundation batch students. Yes, there is difference. And I'm telling you, this time in Pune, we got the result. Many of my students, they passed in they are ulta ho gaya. Foundation students, they failed, but intermediate students who are direct entry students, they worked very hard and they clear this exam. So beta, please have confidence, Kuntal ji. Don't worry, foundation is nothing. Okay. We will continue with this 10 entries which are remaining one. Discount received from Sangam for balance. Can you write these entries now? Yes, every one of you, you have solved these entries. Can you tell me the entry who is answering very fast? So let's see who answered very fast. Vaibhav Rituraj ji, good evening, sir. If possible, please speak slowly. That was revision, so beta, I have to cover it very fast. Now I will be slow. Discount received. Who answered very fast? Prakshali Abhay from WRO. Very good, beta. Sangam and discount received. See, beta, we bought goods from Sangam for 15,000 and we paid him only 14,500. And we asked him to give us discount at the time of payment. When we are negotiating for the first time, it's called as trade discount. So direct entry students, remember, if you negotiate for the first time, trade discount is called as trade discount, and that will not be recorded in the books of accounts. But at the time of payment, you are asking, sir, we are in trouble, so please give us a discount. So at the time of payment or at the time of collection, if you are giving any discount or if you are allowing any discount, then in that case, it is called as discount received. Okay. So entry will be, yes, all are wrong. Those students who have written cash account debit to discount. So entry will be Sangam account debit. Sangam is a here. We are going to cancel Sangam, personal. And discount received is a nominal. Sangam debit because we want to cancel his balance, and discount received is not income. Remember, it is called as gain. What is income and what is gain? What is the basic difference? Income means which is received in cash. Here, we are not receiving any cash. We are canceling our creditor. Cancel our creditor. And how to cancel it? By giving opposite effect. Okay. So by giving opposite effect. So entry will be. So those who are wrong, please rectify your answer. Entry will be Sangam account debit to discount received. So बेटा gain और discount, gain और income में difference है. गेन मतलब जो हमें मिला है बाय कैंसल, हमने क्या किया, हमारे जो पेमेंट करना था वो हमारा कैंसल हो गया, तो वो हमारा गेन है. एंड इनकम मतलब जो मैं बेच के कमाऊंगा, इंटरेस्ट जो मुझे कैश में मिलेगा, डिविडेंड जो मुझे कैश में मतलब बैंक थ्रू मिलेगा, तो वो मेरा इनकम है. सेल्स मेरा इनकम है. पर ये जो डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड हुआ ये इनकम नहीं है, ये मेरा गेन है. सो गेन और इनकम में क्या डिफरेंस है? गेन मतलब जो कैश में नहीं आएगा, एंड इनकम मतलब जो कैश और बैंक बैलेंस से आएगा. सेम डिफरेंस लॉस का और आपके एक्सपेंडिचर का है. एक्सपेंडिचर मतलब जो जेब में से पे करोगे, एंड लॉस मतलब जो जेब में से नहीं पे करोगे, मतलब डेप्रिसिएशन. तो डेप्रिसिएशन ये एक्सपेंडिचर बोलने से अच्छा है, इट इज अ लॉस. बैड डेट्स ये अपना लॉस है. सो बैड डेट्स इज अ लॉस. Depreciation is loss, and remember salary is expenditure. So expenditure means which is paid out of cash, and loss is not paid out of cash. Similarly, income is received in cash or bank, and gain is not received in cash or bank, but it is because of here, it is because of cancellation of creditor. Yes, beta, many students have given correct answer, Sunil ji. Those who are not giving correct answer, yes, for them. Chalo. So Sangam and discount received we have completed. Now tell me, Ajinkya. To Ajinkya we sold goods of 25,000. And what is given? He paid us only 22,000. Beta, now this amount is very big amount. That 3,000 he has not paid. Can you call it as discount or can you call it as bad debts? Now tell me it in the comment section. So we sold goods of 25,000. So let's see who is answering very fast. Who is answering very fast? कौन जल्दी से आंसर दे रहा है for Ajinkya? बेटा संगम इज पर्सन एंड क्रेडिटर, तो उसको क्रेडिट होना चाहिए. चरतिंजा जी एसआरओ से बोल रहे हैं. नो बेटा, संगम वी हैव टू कैंसल हिज बैलेंस. क्रेडिटर वी हैव टू कैंसल बिकॉज नाउ ही इज नो मोर क्रेडिटर in this entry, and therefore we will give debit to his account. We are cancelling his account. So how to cancel it? By giving opposite effect. How to cancel it? हम लोग उसको opposite effect देंगे. Yes, bad debts. Jogu Ishwar ji is answering very fast. cash account, bad debts account, and Ajinkya account. Cash is a real account, bad debts is a nominal account, and Ajinkya is a personal account. So here, cash debit what comes in, bad debts is a loss, and Ajinkya is a giver. Or for giver for cash, or might be you cancel debtors for bad debts. So debtors is having debit balance cancelled. Cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Ajinkya is cancellation. So here, what is the rule? Debtor becomes giver. So whenever we have debtors, we are cancelling him. So debtor becomes giver. So apply this rule. Apply rule. So this is a science. And what is art? That I'm going to tell you afterwards. Why account is an art. Here, we are applying rule and passing entry. So we are following one science. Okay. सिन्हा जी CRO से हैं. Very good, beta. Yes. Now, please tell me, are you finding change in yourself that now can you apply these rules of accounts? Those are direct entry students or those students who are following me for the first time, who are following me from the foundation, beta, don't worry. Yes, I know you are now doing it logically, but those who are following me from intermediate level for first time, are you able to apply these rules of accounts? Can you tell me it in the comment section? Or are you still finding it difficult to apply rules? Yes, tell me it in comment section. Have interaction. आप मेरे साथ इंटरेक्शन होने दीजिए. देखो कौन सा टॉपिक जल्दी खत्म करना है, that I know. I will move, but my first priority to improve your basics. That is my first priority. Okay? Yes. मुझे आपको वो लेवल पे लेके जाना है कि जहां से आप एंट्रीज को विजुअलाइज कर सकते हो. By looking into balance sheet, by looking into balance sheet, you can visualize it. ये मुझे लेवल पे लेके जाना है. Yes, are you able? Are you able to watch or visualize these entries? Next entry is very, very important. Huh? Next one. Yes, sir, definitely. Yes, sir, easy, sir. We are able to apply rules. Very good. Yes, beta, that is the assumption. Yes, Harshit Dikshit, that is the assumption. Now, hereafter, he is not going to pay it. Sir, I am following you for the first time. Previously, I took private coaching for. Yes, okay. I am able to understand, sir. I didn't attend 15/3/2022. I'm not able to understand anything. Yes, beta, you take that session. It's not a discount. No, beta, it's not a discount. Sir, I am direct entry student. Yes, beta, it will take some time. Sir, what is the entry for provision for bad debts? अनुराग जी थोड़ा सब्र कीजिए. चलो, Next entry, investment in FD. Investment in FD. Yes, everyone. Investment in FD. बताइए बच्चों, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन एफडी की एंट्री क्या करोगे? यस, टेल मी फास्ट, व्हाट इज द एंट्री दैट यू आर गोइंग टू पास? इन्वेस्टमेंट इन एफडी एट 12%. व्हाट इज 12% एंड व्हाट इज द इंटरेस्ट एक्रूड? यस बेटा, योर आंसर्स आर रीचिंग टू मी. मुक्ता व्यास जी, मुक्ता व्यास नाम सुना सुना सा लग रहा है मुझे. कैथरीन, सुजल. Beta, 3,000 discount is big amount, so I will tell it as bad debts. Okay, so you can take it as discount allowed, but more correct way, it's a bad debts. Sir, I'm science students and I want to become CA, sir. Please inform me. Can I understand accounts book? Yes, beta. Why not? Okay. Sir, I really appreciate how you focus on clearing the basics. Watch all marathon lectures of CA Foundation, very good, on YouTube channel, and it was really very helpful. Sorry. Thank you, sir. I found NPO super easy, very good, and I used to read Proforma every day. Very good, beta. Parik Babli ji, Pooja bhi wahi bol rahi hai. I am very huge fan of you. No, beta, it's not like that. ठीक है. Okay, just explaining all concepts in detail. Investment in FD at the rate of 12%, 50,000. So beta 50,000 पे 12% is interest rate and 6 by 12. So yes, my normally year ends on. Now those students who are very new in accounts, accrual concept is very, very important. What is accrual? Suppose if our year starts on 1st April, /30th September is the 6 months, after 6 months. So beta, FD date is 1st October. That is after 6 months. How much you have invested? 50,000. Okay. So 3,000 you are going to receive FD interest. See, from the date of in accounts, from the date of FD up to the date of 31st March, there are two amounts which you are going to receive. One is principal and second one is interest. One is principal and second one is interest. Remember, principal amount, what you have to remember? Principal amount will be treated as personal account because it is a FD with someone. So it is amount which is receivable. So bank is your debtor in this case. Bank is a debtor. And this interest is treated as nominal account because it is your income. Okay, so think differently. I'm going to receive two amounts. My principal amount, I will receive it back. Whether this principal amount will be shown as an income or as an asset. So it will be your asset. It is your FD amount which you have invested somewhere. So this is principal amount which you are getting back. But on that, why you have invested? Because I will get some interest on that. तो बेटा बच्चों की गलती क्या होती है? Yes, एक मिनट हिंदी में. प्रिंसिपल और इंटरेस्ट ये दोनों अलग अलग अमाउंट है. दिमाग में रखना, सोचना इस बात पे, सिर्फ रटना मत. Principal amount I have invested FD में, so FD account debit to cash. So this is my today's entry. Today, when my FD will get matured means when it is for 6 months or for 1 year. Whenever I'm investing it in my FD, it has some fixed period. And that FD, when I invest it, remember what is the entry that I'm going to pass at the time of receiving money, cash account debit to FD. But meanwhile, I have option. I can collect money after 3 months, that interest portion. For example, now my dad, when he invests in fixed deposit, because after certain years at the time of, after retirement, now he's no more. But remember, he has taken such option that every 1 month he will get some amount back. Why? Because he thinks that because he's now, he was that time retired person. So he was interested in taking monthly interest. Some people, if I invest, me and my wife are investing somewhere. So we are not taking monthly interest, but we are taking annual interest, though that option is with me. Okay. So this option is also with you, whether you want quarterly interest or monthly interest or yearly interest. But interest is income. And that income, I will record it in the profit and loss account. Now, next step is how you are going to reflect it in the trial balance, or how you are going to reflect it in profit and loss account and balance sheet is more important. Okay. So, is more important. Yes. Okay. See beta. So बैलेंस शीट पे देखिए. सो मैं आपको सिर्फ यही शो करना चाहता हूं. आई जस्ट वांट टू शो यू हाउ यूर एफडी एंड हाउ यूर इंटरेस्ट विल बी शोन. एफडी, I will record it as an asset, because in a hire purchase chapter, you have to understand principal and interest separately. And for that, so that's why basics are very important. FD 1 lakh beta. In this question, FD is 50,000. I have paid my cash. So might be cash is a negative balance. Okay. But when I receive interest, suppose cash account 3,000, and interest, I will give credit. So beta, asset shows debit balance. In asset, I will show 3,000 as cash balance. And second effect, I will record. Sir, when I will think that my accounts is getting improved. Sir, when you can visualize your financial statements, how it is getting reflected. My accounts is best only because I can visualize this treatment in financial statements, in balance sheet and in profit and loss account. It is very easy for me to visualize this. I can reflect it in fraction of second. If you ask me any entry, I can visualize that journal entry to balance sheet P&L journal. ये एकदम flash में मेरे सामने आ जाता है कि ये कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा. And normally students की mistake क्या होती है? Why they are thinking accounts is difficult? Because they can't visualize these things. And I'm giving you assurance. If you think in my way, you will love accounts. You will sit for maximum hours for accounts. And when you are giving maximum time to that subject, it means it is creating your liking in that subject. And better love account subject and costing subject. I'm giving you assurance. These subjects are really tricky, but once you understand basics behind it, you will love this subject. Every subject. And day before yesterday, if you watch the session of President, what he advised you, see, it is what is a passion. So teaching is my passion. And that's why I can teach for more than 12 hours by standing on one place, because this is a passion. Okay. And have passion, improve your logics in each subject and get the success in CA course. Sir, out of 100, only 10 students are going to pass. Why you are bothering for that 90 students? Think you are in 10 students. And that confidence will give you, confidence. So that confidence is required for passing your CA course. Chalo. So let's move. So beta, what is important? How you are visualizing these entries. Very good. So beta, 3,000. I'm not going to pass this entry now, sir. I'm not going to pass this entry 3000 now, but what is the entry? FD and cash. Which type of account is FD? Sir, personal account. So many students are making mistake. FD is a real account. No, beta. FD means it's a bank balance. And bank is an artificial person. Yes. Okay. Personal and cash is a real. Debit the debtor and cash what? Goes out. So entry will be FD account debit to cash. FD account debit to cash. Okay. Harshul is saying, sir, accounts is easy, but costing is boring. No, beta, costing is more interesting as compared to accounts. Chalo, koi baat nahi. So 3000 entry, we are going to pass it afterwards, sir. That interest entry, this is only for principal amount. This is only for principal amount. Now, sir, interest paid on loan. Sir, we have taken a loan at the beginning, sir. We have taken a loan in the entry number 2. So reference is of entry number 2. Reference of entry number 2. Reference. In that, interest accrued. Now this accrued means payable. Because loan ke upar ka interest payable. So this is accrued will be transferred to P&L. How much? 8,000. ₹1 lakh into 8%. Okay. And out of that, you paid cash of 6,000 and still payable 2,000. What is more important? 8,000 is accrued, sir. During 1 year, I have to pay interest. 8,000. I have to. So beta in P&L account, now visualize this. If I prepare profit and loss account, now second step, I'm going further. P&L and balance sheet. Those who are from science background, see beta. This is expenditure side. This is income side. This is how our Indian balance sheets are prepared. Why? Yes, it is in the same way. Okay. Don't ask me why. This is our tradition. We have to reflect this. So in expenditure side, we write interest 8,000. Sir, yes, sir, we can visualize this now. So this is debited. Cash asset side is a better debit. Okay. But we will write in the negative balance because it is a credit balance. We are paying it. So our cash balance is decreasing by 8,000. So it is a credit balance, though we are recording on the asset side, but it is a negative cash, and negative on asset side means credit because asset is showing debit balance, liability, income, credit, expenditure, debit, and still interest payable. Beta, it is a creditor. So this will be our liability to pay 2,000 rupees. Sir, what is the entry? Yes, what is the entry? Interest account, cash account, and interest payable account. Sir, promise me, all of you, promise me, you will revise it and you will visualize this profit and loss account today only. Give 1 hour for yourself, only 1 hour. I am giving you assurance. If you are giving 1 hour and you can visualize this P&L and balance sheet, see the difference within this 40 days. 40 days में difference होएगा 100%. And beta, it is a personal account. Yes. So interest कितलू छे? Interest is our expenditure. Cash goes out. It's a real account. And beta, interest payable, still we have to pay interest. It's a personal account, creditor. So interest payable is a creditor. Yes. Have patience till last minute, every one of you. सो इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट में कितना डेबिट होएगा? 8,000. टू कैश 6,000. टू इंटरेस्ट पेबल 2,000. So very easy, sir. Very easy. Interest account debit to cash to interest payable. And today's last entry. Aaj 5. Day before yesterday 10. Today only 5. And now today is the last entry. See, this is the last entry, bad debts. Bad debts. And we received it from Ajinkya rupees 2,000. Now you only tell me in comment section. So what is the entry? What is the entry? Sitha Raman is telling, sir, I am from Tamil medium and direct entry students, but I can understand your coaching language. Yes, beta, it is accounting language. So anyone can understand this. K. Charan Teja is saying, sir, I am learning which I haven't in foundation because I haven't watched live classes, sir, only recorded. It's okay, beta. अरे ICAI आपको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट दे रही है, काय को पैसा वेस्ट करना है? Why are you paying 10,000 and 15,000 rupees? Yes, we all board of studies faculties, means even Seema ma'am या Asha ma'am होंगे या Priya ma'am होंगे, we always think for students how to take it to the next level. All accounts board of studies faculties, we are together whenever we are finding any difficulty or any mistake in the any study material, we always try to develop it, and they are also acting very fast on this, or they are also rectifying all errors immediately. Very important. Yes. What is the entry? Oh, Shri Jani Sinha ji, बहुत बढ़िया बेटा, from CRO. Yes, I thought आप entry बोलोगे. No. Anurag Jha is also answered very well. Yes, those students who are telling Ajinkya account, no beta. Ajinkya balance. See here, Ajinkya balance we already cancelled. 3,000 and 25,000. So Ajinkya already we cancelled him. So why to reopen Ajinkya account? See, so many students are making mistake. See beta, bad debts is there. Bad debts is there. Bad debts to debtors means that person. So cancel our debtors. But when you are receiving that bad debts once again, you are recovering it. अजिंक्य को पता नहीं क्या हुआ, अजिंक्य को लगा भाई मैं वापस पैसा दे देता हूं, क्यों किसी का पैसा डुबाना है, होली का टाइम है, पैसा दे दीजिए, राक्षसी वृत्ति को निकाल दीजिए. अजिंक्य ने लाके पैसा दे दिया. भाई अजिंक्य ऑलरेडी शोन बैलेंस 0. So now I received cash account. If you pass entry to Ajinkya, wrong. Why? Because you are opening Ajinkya account already. You close that account. So why to open that account? See how your Ajinkya account will look like. Ajinkya account. Ajinkya is our debtor. So Ajinkya debit plus. And now he is a giver. So credit minus. So debit plus credit minus. We sold goods to sales. 25,000. But Ajinkya paid me only 22,000. So beta, we closed his account. We closed his account by passing entry. We thought now he won't pay any amount, more amount. So we closed his account. So his account is getting tally. Now friends, if we open account once again, so now I am receiving 2,000. How much receiving? I am receiving cash of rupees 2,000. So beta, if his account is already closed, why to open his account one more time? No more accounts. So 2 bad debts recovered. So it is our gain, rupees 2,000. Or you can call it as income. Okay, because it is received in cash, so you can call it as income. Okay, so cash account debit to bad debts recovered. So how many accounts? Yes, cash account and bad debts account, recovered account. Bad debts recovered, no bad debts. It is bad debts recovered. So cash is a real, bad debts recovered is a nominal. Debit what comes in, and bad debts is our income. So entry will be cash account debit to bad debts recovered. Over, sir, over. Okay. So today's 5 entries over, beta. So it's almost 6:45. So I have given proper 45 minutes for your basics. As I requested Board of Studies, sir, please give me some time for basics. Yes, they allotted me. And I'm thankful to all of you. Those students who are already aware about these entries, yes, this is just revision for you. And those students who are learning for the first time with me, they enjoyed it. Okay. So every one of you, yes, enjoyed. So can I give you 5 accounts to identify whether it's a real account, personal account, or nominal account? So 5 questions. Let's see. Now this is a quiz time for next 5 minutes. Let's see how many of you are answering it very fast. It's a time. Yes, I'm giving you 5 accounts. 5 accounts, and you have to just tell me whether it is real, personal, or nominal. Chalo, it's a quiz time. Ready? Yes. Remaining entries, beta, day before on Saturday. Every time daily, only basics. We will cover it for 30 minutes, and then we will take a topic, because beta bonus shares we have to complete. Na? Today is the last day for completion of bonus shares, and it's very easy. So that's why. So ready for these 5 entries? Yes, just see whether CRO, NRO, FRO से भी बहुत सारे बच्चे आंसर देते हैं from foreign. Okay, so I will ask you all. Let's see who is answering very fast. Western wale, Northern, Central, East, or South, and F also. Let's play. Ready, 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 ready. Chalo. So first question. Ready. Chalo, 5 questions. First one. First one, tell me type of account. Building. Building. Tell me type of account building is. Chalo. Building. Very simple account. Akshobhya Joshi. Akshobhya Joshi from Pune. Okay. Good evening, beta. चलो जल्दी से. यार साइट को क्या हो जाता है बीच में से ही. यस, बिल्डिंग इज अ रियल अकाउंट. So building is a real account. Let's see who is answered very fast. So beta, you just have to write one and answer. One is and real account. Second one, second account, expense payable. I just don't want entry account. I want entry also. For expense payable, I want entry from your side. What is the entry? Expense payable. Beta, I want entry from your side. I just don't want only account. So expense payable की मुझे entry भी चाहिए आपसे. I just don't want accounts. निसर्ग एक बार चेक कर लो यार. Expense payable, yes, I can't see all your answers, so sorry for that. But yes, we will announce winner shortly. So expense payable is a personal account. And entry, see what is expense payable? Expense payable means I just want to pay my money and I have not yet paid. So expense account debit, so debit all expenses and I have to pay expenses. So he is my creditor. So expense payable is a creditor. To whom I have to pay this amount, so he's our creditor. So entry will be expense account debit to expense payable. If यदि आपकी entry wrong हुई है तो note down it somewhere. If you are getting wrong entry, please note down it properly. So expense payable, expense account debit to expense payable. So who answered very fast for second? Number two. Number two. Building is a real account. Yes. Building is a real account. And Eastern भी है sir. Eastern है ना निकिता? मैंने कब बोला Eastern नहीं है? अरे यार इसमें ये नहीं आ रहा है. कहां से है? सिर्फ I can tell you names. Kantipudi Durga Saranya ji. So who answered? Answered is yes. कौन से साइड से आए हैं वो नहीं है. Kantipudi Durga. Building is a real account. Who answered second का? Second nominal answer दिया by Samriddhi Ranjan ji. Wrong बेटा, wrong. And Karmarkar answered personal account, but बेटा no entry. And entries passed by Jatin Bhai. Jatin Bhai personal account आंसर दिया है. और जतिन जी प्लीज आप मुझे बताइए आप कौन से स्टेट से हो. WRO या मेरे पास ये नंबर्स नहीं आ रहे ड्यू टू चेंज इन अवर लिंक. मेरे पास ये नंबर्स नहीं आ रहे. So expense account debit to expense payable is a second entry by Jatin. So Durga and Jatin, I request you to tell me your region. Yes. Next one. Third one. Prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses. I want entry for prepaid expenses. Let's see who is answering very fast, sir. Prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses कौन बोल रहा है? जल्दी से मुझे बताइए. Prepaid expenses. hey, क्विज आया तो सब आ गए फटाफट. और बेटा देखो डिस्क्रिप्शन में पूरा लिख के दिया है. To get more live classes, what you are asked to your doubt, recorded lectures, download notes and assignment, to provide feedbacks. Feedbacks are very important. Please provide feedbacks properly and on time. Okay. Those we will take it as positive things. Okay. And please, we are Board of Studies faculty. So while giving feedbacks, have some manners to write it. Okay. For getting announcement, notification, study material, references for quick revision, statutory updates, study guidelines, MCQs, previous year questions, RTP, MTP, and suggested answers. You have to download ICAI Boss mobile app. Mobile app you have to download. Android के लिए दिया गया है और iOS के लिए भी. Those who are watching on YouTube channel, you can directly download it if your mobile is Android or iOS. Yes, prepaid expenses. What is the entry, sir? Prepaid expense is a personal account. Sir, can you give an example of prepaid expenses? Yes, beta, why not? Prepaid expenses. I will give you one example. Suppose I have my Netflix subscription, or I have Hotstar subscription. So I paid Hotstar subscription. I subscribed it from January to up to December, and year ends on March. Suppose I have given total 1,200 rupees. This is just the example. So what is the entry I passed? Subscription, or I passed entry, whatever the head, subscription account debit to cash 1,200. But for up to March, only 300 is the amount and 900 is the amount from March to April to December. So expense to cash and second entry, prepaid expense 900. एक्सपेंस अकाउंट को कैंसल करेगा मैं by 900 because this only 300. Now what is the balance in expense account? You can see expense account debit to cash 1,200 and by prepaid I cancelled by prepaid 900 and profit and loss account 300. So what is the entry for prepaid expense? Prepaid expense is nothing but your asset. So see beta, this is your liability and prepaid means for next year you paid it in advance. Okay. So this is your asset. So it is a debtor. Okay. So prepaid expense because you have not taken the service now. So this is your, it's like your debtor to, you are going to cancel your expenses because this expenses is of the next year. So prepaid expense account debit to expense account. So let's see who answered it very fast. So please write down prepaid expenses and you have to recall these entries. And please, today you revise it properly after this class. If you are getting wrong entry, you note down somewhere and write it or think on it afterwards. Yes, sir, getting this concept, prepaid expenses. Fourth one, income payable. So let's see who is answering very fast. Income payable. निसर्ग नहीं आ रहा है यार. Mukta Vyas answered third entry correctly from CRO. Mukta ji, CRO से. But I am taking those names, those who are writing very fast. Income payable. Income payable. So who answered very fast? Income payable. Let's see income payable. Income payable fast beta fast. Income payable की एंट्री बताइए. सर का आपको मिल गया क्या? बेटा wrong question. There is no entry for income payable because income is never payable. How income can be payable? So those answered income payable, they are all wrong. So income payable is a wrong question and expense receivable is also wrong question. So next question is only for you. This is last question of the day. Income receivable. Income receivable. Answer it. Income receivable is never there. Income receivable is never there. Sorry. Income payable is never there. Income receivable, income account debit, income receivable account debit to income is the last entry. And yes, those who are getting wrong entry, please, in next session, you come with this revision, and next session you'll understand it more quickly. So we will take a short break of 5 minutes and we will come back at 7:10 with bonus shares. So next one after 7 minutes, yes, take a break. What we revise it today? Only basics. I have taken care about all your basics things. So please cooperate for basics. It's very important. And after this, yes, after this 10 minutes, after 7:10, we are going to start with one interesting part, that is the bonus shares. In last session, we have started with bonus shares, and today we are going to start with some problem parts. So this is all for basics, and we'll meet at 7:10. इनकम रिसीवेबल के बारे में बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने पूछा. इनकम रिसीवेबल इज अवर asset. Income receivable is our asset to income account. Income receivable is an asset. It's a personal account, and to income is a nominal account. So many students ask me about income receivable because I think there was no audio at that time. So now let's start with bonus shares. चलो, so bonus shares के लिए तैयार हो जाइए, ready for bonus shares. And now it's time to explain you all about bonus shares. So can you tell me what is the treatment of bonus shares? How it is going to be reflected in the balance sheet? Suppose if I prepare a balance sheet, how it will go to reflect in balance sheet? So please tell me fast about bonus shares. Why this chapter you are aware about this? I already explained you about resource and surplus. So tell me fast in the comment section. And now many students, they are answering me. Yes, welcome back once again after this break, short break. Okay, now please tell me about how bonus shares are going to affect your balance sheet items. Yes, so who is answering very fast? Yes, let's see. And what are the effects? Yes, very simple effects on balance sheet. It doesn't affect your asset side, but it affects which side of your balance sheet? It's a liability side, equity, share capital, and reserves and surplus. So before starting bonus shares, because today we have to solve some illustrations which are based on bonus shares chapter के balance sheet के ऊपर भी. So balance sheet के ऊपर के question भी solve करने. So you must be aware the pro forma of balance sheet because these chapters are related to company account, and company accounts balance sheet pro forma are very, very important. So one more time, balance sheet pro forma. Who answered very fast? Increase in share capital. Jatin bhai, kyati cho? Kahan se ho aap? Jatin, I ask you for 2 times. बहुत फास्ट आंसर दे रहे हो जतिन भाई तमें. जतिन ने आंसर दिया है that sir, equity share capital we are going to increase and reserves and surplus we are going to reduce it. Very good beta Jatin, very good. Saipa Virali ji, Nirkita Garg. Yes, many students answered it. Jatin bhai. Okay. CRO है पर कहां से हो बेटा आप? चलो, so CRO के जतिन ने आंसर दिया equity share capital will be increased and reserves and surplus is going to decrease. Just recalling all these names who are attending it in the live session because I will offer them to come for Zoom if ICF permits me. I'm just trying my best. ये सभी स्टूडेंट्स जो रेगुलर आंसर्स देते हैं इनको मौका मिलेगा मेरे साथ डिस्कशन करने का एक बार जूम पे. ओके, यस हर्षुल भाई आपने भी आंसर दिया है, डोंट वरी. गरिमा, यस बेटा, वेरी गुड. चलो, सो माय preferable answer was equity share capital is getting increased and what is going to reduce? Reserves and surplus. So let's focus on balance sheet pro forma today. So before starting today's session, this balance sheet pro forma is very, very important. Now beta see this schedule 3 and part 1 in which balance sheet is given. Beta balance sheet is like your building, and in building all flat numbers are fixed. So it's similar to your flat numbers. Okay. So balance sheet pro forma is very important. Let's see how many of you can recall it within how much time. So I will first tell you all names of this balance sheet pro forma. Yes. So balance sheet serial number, you can write this. Particulars, note number and rupees. So balance sheet pro forma. Number 1, equity and liabilities. Equity and liabilities. See, equity means shareholders fund, owners fund, and liabilities are outsiders. So those who are very new understand liability because they have given us some money or we have to pay them. So it is called as liability. Liability means obligation. Obligation जिसको बोलते हैं उसको बोलते हैं liability. And shareholder का जो पैसा होता है, owners equity, owners पैसा, that is also you are called as equity. Okay. So this is number 1. In that you have first shareholders fund, that is owner's equity, under which you have a share capital. You can write this share capital, balance sheet pro forma, because this is needed in all chapters of company accounts. So revising it because we have to prepare balance sheet in the exam. So you must be aware about your pro forma. So share capital. Under this, what we are going to write, yes, that is also important. Share capital, it might be equity share capital or it might be preference share capital. And reserves and surplus, I always tell you about reserves and surplus in the last session only. Some reserves are coming through profit and loss account, and some reserves and surplus, some reserves are directly written in the balance sheet. So beta, which are directly written in the balance sheet is called as security premium, or it might be you have capital redemption reserve. So these are not appropriation of profit. So capital redemption reserve, yes, this is again the appropriation of profit, but we directly write it in the reserves and surplus. Okay. Next one. फिर next one, number 2. Number 2 is non-current liability. Non-current liability. Under that you have long-term borrowings. Please recall these names. Long-term borrowings. Borrowings means outsiders loan, loan which is taken. Second one, you are not going to understand it now, but just write down it. Deferred tax liabilities, we are going to see it in the group 2 advance accounts. Number 3, other long-term liabilities. And D, long-term provisions. Current liability beta. A. Now instead of long term, it will be short term. You can see here short term liability borrowings, sorry. B. Trade payable. C. Other current liability. And D, short-term provision. C, other is same, long and short. Provisions are same. So what is provision and what is liability that we are going to discuss in the financial statement? Just understand provisions means which is not 100% sure, it's called as provision, but which requires a substantial degree of estimation. So estimation जिसको लगता है वो provision. I can't say कि accurately मेरी इतनी liability आएगी. So warranty को हम लोग बोलते हैं provision. So warranty जो लोगों को हम लोग देते हैं as a business, तो उसको warranty is called as provision. Okay. So this is your liability side total. Today we are going to focus only on liability side. Asset side we will take it in the next session. Okay. So line by line we are going. So liability is your first target. So it's only, yes, I'm not going to tell you to take a weight of 25 kgs in one day. So we will first take 5 kgs load, then 10 kgs, then 15 kgs, and this like you are going to achieve your targets. Okay. So day by day, small steps, not big step. One day only 1-2 kilometers. So yes, liability side is very simple. Equity and liability, shareholder fund, share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liability, long-term borrowings, deferred tax liability, other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions, other current liability में short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liability, short-term provisions. So next session, I hope you will recall all these provisions, liabilities, equity side. Yes, every one of you. So this is how you are going to recall this liability side. डेफर्ड टैक्स लाइबिलिटी बेटा अंकुर मैं अभी नहीं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, जस्ट आपको अभी याद रखना है। जनरल रिजर्व इज क्रिएटेड आउट ऑफ प्रॉफिट बेटा। तो चलो आज लाइबिलिटी साइड हमने देख ली, एसेट साइड वी आर गोइंग टू सी इट इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन। ओके, तो चलो अभी हम लोग क्वेश्चंस पे आ जाते हैं। क्वेश्चंस पे बोनस इशू के बारे में हम लोग कुछ बात कर रहे थे। बोनस इशू के बारे में हम लोग कुछ बात कर रहे थे इन केस ऑफ बोनस शेयर्स। Yes. So your reserves you are going to reduce and you are going to add. What you are going to add? Your equity share capital, you are going to add it. Sir, bonus can be paid. You can see here. Introduction. Understand. Bonus, the word bonus is also called as capitalization of profits. Means what is capitalization of profits? Profits gets converted into capital. What is bonus? Yes, I already explained you. Profit को आप convert करते हो equity share capital. Now what is the benefit of this? Benefit is very simple. बोनस शेयर्स जो होता है, बोनस शेयर्स की वजह से कैपिटल इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज एंड प्रॉफिट इज गोइंग टू रिड्यूस. सो व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट? यस, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू कैपिटलाइजेशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट मींस घर का पैसा घर में ही रहेगा. योर मनी, देयर विल बी नो आउटफ्लो ऑफ मनी. यू आर जस्ट रिड्यूसिंग योर प्रॉफिट्स ऑन पेपर and you are increasing your equity share capital. Suppose your profit and equity share capital is on the same side. Profits you are going to reduce and capital you are going to increase. It means that you are converting your profit into capital. If we distribute this profit, what is called as? Yes, tell me. In the last session I explained you. If I distribute this profit, it is called as. Yes, fill in the blank. Just see how many of you can answer it. So capitalization of profit. Profits are getting converted into capital. Remember the word capitalization. What is the meaning of bonus shares? Second word for bonus share is capitalization of profit. Capitalization of profit. Capitalization of profits. Okay. So a company may capitalize its profits and reserves which are available for distribution or for dividend. Available for distribution. Yes, I already explained you the answer. Distribution. Distribution is dividend. But what happens in case of dividend? Your cash goes out. Okay, हमें हमारा पैसा, देखो दो टाइप के लोग हैं. Understand? दो टाइप के लोग. Yes, this is Sanket sir and Sanket sir's dad. Okay, there are two people who are thinking. There are two persons, different thinking. Now, what is my thinking? I think, yes, always you pay cash. Okay, so I always believe on payments instead of savings. What I think, if I pay, if I connect to my maximum people or maximum, if I pay money to my employees extra or to my, connected people, if I pay them, so remember, I always believe on payments. Why? Because I think they will help me in the future to expand my business. Okay. So one thinking is that if I pay it, my shareholder will get attracted. Yes, this company is giving a good dividend. So that is one school of thought. Second school of thought is that instead of payment, you keep some reserves. Don't pay cash for next 5 to 10 years. Don't pay. And increase your earnings. Don't distribute it. And use this profit for expansion. So whenever I need expansion, I will ask to those people to whom I have paid already. So those will help me out. And second thought is that my dad's thought, he always keep something in reserves. Sir, both options are correct. Both business ways are correct. But suppose if you want to attract your investor, so either you pay dividend or you give bonus shares. How bonus shares will help you out? That investor will understand कि यार पहले मेरे पास 1 share था, previously I held 1 share and now I have 1 + 1, so I have 2 shares. But in case of dividend, your 1 share, he won't get any share, so his shares now till today will be only 1 share. Now it's your thinking. That is a management decision whether they want to go by Sanket sir's approach or whether they are going by SS dad's approach. You only tell me it in the comment section which is more correct approach. Both approaches are correct. But you are a follower of which approach? I'm not saying take my name, SS or SS dad. Now, if you are in the management, what decision you will take? To pay dividend or to give bonus shares? What is your decision? Okay. Chalo. Yes. A bonus is a free share of stock given to current shareholders, those who already owns. Free shares to those people who already owns their share. And remember, there does not increase in net worth. What is net worth? Yes, thinking. तो मैंने आपको वही बोला था. What is your thinking, beta? SS dad. Okay. SS dad approach. Bonus shares. So, अंकुर पटेल भाई जो छे, पटेल भाई छो, गुजराती छो, तो आप तो मेरे डैड का ही अप्रोच लोगे बेटा. बिजनेस बढ़ता जाएगा by expanding it, by not distributing any amount to your equity shareholder. Yes, SS dad approach. Very good. Harshul is also saying, सर नेहा नाइक भी बोल रही है कि बोनस शेयर्स के अप्रोच से जाओगे. लॉन्ग टर्म वाले, अरे एक ने मेरी साथ नहीं दी यार. निकिता मेरे साइड वाली है. एसएस अप्रोच. निकिता बोल रहे डिविडेंड दो. इट विल इंक्रीज द रेपुटेशन ऑफ कंपनी. ओके, ये कौन? ध्रुव ने कुछ दिया नहीं. ही डिप्लोमेटिक. एसएस डैड इज बेटर, गिव बोनस शेयर, डैड इज बेटर. ओके, हर एक ने अपना अपना अप्रोच दिया. मुक्ता बोल रहे बोनस शेयर्स, करमरकर बेन बोल रहे बोनस शेयर्स, हिमांशी भी बोनस शेयर्स के फेवर में है, एंड गीता माधुरी जी भी बोनस शेयर्स में है. एसएस डैड, इट विल हेल्प अस टू रिटेन प्रॉफिट फॉर लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन. वेरी गुड. हर्षल दीक्षित, वेरी गुड बेटा. एवरीवन हैज इट्स ओन अप्रोच. बेटा अपना क्या है, न्यू जनरेशन है, पापा थोड़े ट्रेडिशनल जनरेशन वाले, हम लोग पैसा उड़ाने में, बट बेटा ही इज मोर करेक्ट. उन्होंने पैसा कमाया इसलिए मैं उसके ऊपर अभी आगे खर्चा करते जा रहा हूँ. यस, बोथ आर करेक्ट, but more correct. Yes, if I'm in the initial stage, I will always try to save my money instead of giving it back to my shareholders. Very good, very good. अरे other people please comment it ना यार, आपके भी approach मुझे समझ में आएंगे. So I just want to check. Everyone is saying so. Yes, beta, you people are having traditional theory, but yes, middle class families, they always think for retaining or saving money. Very good approach. Okay. ठीक है, अपने अपने चॉइसेस हैं. Although total number of shares increases, the ratio of number of shares held by each shareholder. What is net worth? What is net worth? Net worth means nothing but share capital plus resource and surplus. It's called as net worth. So your resource and surpluses are reducing, your capital is increasing, so it means your net worth will remain same, na beta. That shareholders fund is called as net worth in simple language. There is many formula for net worth, but we are not going to see it in detail now because we are going to understand it in the financial management. So wait for some time. So yes, net worth, share capital. Chalo. Although the total number of shares issued increases, the ratio of number share held by each shareholder remains constant. Now, what is this? Ratio remains constant. Can you explain this? Ratio remains constant. Yes. अरे सुजल अग्रवाल जी, क्या कर रही हो बेटा? शेयर्स कैसे इंक्रीज नहीं होंगे मतलब क्या? सी बेटा, वेरी सिंपल. सपोज इफ आई हैव 10,000 शेयर्स, ओके, 10,000 shares out of 1 lakh shares. So this is SS Limited and Mukta, assume Mukta is a shareholder. Mukta is holding 10,000 shares of company. So Mukta is having 10% shares hold in Sanket Sirs Limited. Assume I have given bonus 3 shares, 3:1, 3 shares for 1 share. So I am giving bonus of 3 shares. Beta, बहुत तरक्की कर ली. How many shares I am giving bonus? 3 lakh shares I am giving bonus. So how many shares Mukta will get? 30,000 shares. Now after bonus, there are 40,000 shares and 4 lakh shares of SS Limited. Still Mukta is taking 10% shares. तो मुक्ता के पास आज भी 10% shares है. So before bonus 10% and after bonus also 10%. So whether Mukta's percentage are changing? No, sir. Ratio is not yet changed. Ratio will be same. Sir, ratio will be same. So Mukta does not have excess shares what she hold before in percentage. I'm not saying in number. In percentage, she holds 10% shares and still now she's holding 10% shares. Okay. So that is no change in shareholding pattern. If subscribe and paid up capital exceeds. Okay. If no new funds raised, very good. It's very important. Bonus shares में no new cash comes in. Is same you are using your profits, so you are no new cash. So after issuing share, normally company is getting cash, but here beta after issuing shares, company is not getting any cash, but company uses its retained earning. देखो जब company issue shares issue करती है तो हमें normally cash आता है, हमें हमारा बैंक बैलेंस बढ़ता है, लोगों को शेयर्स देते हैं, उसके बदले में हम लोग कैश लेते हैं. पर बेटा यहाँ पे लोगों को शेयर्स दिए, but no consideration in cash. This is consideration other than cash. Though you are not getting any cash, this is called as consideration other than cash. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. If this is very, very important. If subscribed capital exceeds authorized capital, resolution has to be passed in board meeting, nahi in EGM, extraordinary or AGM, annual. This is in the not in the meeting of board, but in the meeting of shareholders. So your authorized capital should not exceed your subscribed capital. So this is for, yes, 1 mark note आती है लिखने को. So it is on 1 mark. So you have to you have to write this sentence. If your subscribed capital is increasing beyond authorized capital, you have to write this sentence in the exam. Okay. A return of bonus issue along with copy of resolution is to be filed with registrar. So this is only, yes, some part. Now see beta. Now you can write in Company Act. Okay. In Companies Act, bonus shares issued to fully paid up bonus shares. Now, very, very important. And partly paid up capital. Sir, give me example. Suppose, write down, this is very important, Companies Act. Write down, very, very important, beta. Write down, write down, write down. Companies Act, bonus shares issued to. Now, yes, I already told you to write index. After index, yes, his last session, I don't remember exactly. Have you drawn the index or not yet? Index, beta. Index के लिए 2 pages छोड़ दो. So this is the index. You can take a screenshot of this index ka and you can fill up it afterwards. So index of this chapter. Take a screenshot. So in this topic, beta, there are no A category questions. Only 4th illustration is A category. Only 4th illustration is A category. So have index. And test your knowledge index. Test your knowledge index. Chalo, take a screenshot. Yes, done with screenshot. Tell me it in comment section. Have you done with this screenshot? Index draw कर लिया था. Okay. You can fill up it afterwards. But an index will help you out in your revision, huh, beta? Please draw it carefully. Draw it carefully. Chalo. Yes. Now write it properly. Now, what is fully paid bonus shares and partly paid bonus shares? Now, fully paid bonus shares. Yes, beta. Can we get index in? No, beta. Yes, yes. Notebook में बनाना है. Dhruv, can we get index on Board of Studies app? No, beta. I won't. Those students will get this index, those who are attending it in the live session. So, or recorded session. This is your efforts that you have to take. Everything you will not get in the Board of Studies app. Sorry for that. Okay. Rupees 10 and is a face value and paid up amount is also rupees 10. So you paid full amount till now. So nothing is remaining. Nothing is remaining. Here, rupees 10 is a face value, but till now you paid only, rupees 6. So beta, still remaining rupees 4. No pending amount. No pending amount. Write down this chart. Now, what are entries here? So, fully paid means till today you have paid everything. 10 rupees you paid, and 10 rupees is a face value. So, company will not collect a single amount. चार्ट कॉन्सेप्ट बुक में बनाना है. यस बेटा, मैंने ऑलरेडी आंसर दे दिया. Now see beta entries. In this batch, I'm not getting the, proper replies from the students. Students are not taking, though they are attending it in a live session, but still I think you are not interacting properly. And if these sessions are not interactive, beta, mera interest kam ho jayega. I will lose my interest. So please, I am requesting you all, please participate and please write it in the comment section. Everything you have to write it in the comment section. Okay. Is Board of Studies का जो app है, are you getting some problem in that? You can tell me if you are not, your queries are not, you are not posting it properly. So we will request our vendor to improve it at proper level. Are you finding any problem in Board of Studies app? Please, at least उतना तो मुझे बताइए. So here, Pooja is saying, sir, many of us are not, are unable to send queries. Okay. Dhruv is saying, sir, app is not working sometimes. That's why I think it is due to server overload. Okay. ठीक है. Afrin. Okay. Let's see. ठीक है. चलो, entries. Now see what are entries. Dhruv is saying, sir, from last 2 days I have sending answering, but it wasn't being sent. मोबाइल से बहुत स्लो था, आज लैपटॉप से अटेंड कर रहे. निकिता बोल रही है, सर पोस्टिंग में टाइम लग रहा है. डिले इन सेंडिंग क्वेरीज, वी आर नोटिंग इट इन आवर नोटबुक. ओके, ठीक है. ठीक है हर्षिल. चलो, सो एंट्रीज आर here. If fully paid, just write down this entry. Don't ask me which type of reserves are those. Capital redemption reserve. I will explain this reserve. Please understand. I will explain this reserve not in this chapter, but in next chapter. So have patience. Only understand the word capital redemption reserve. That reserves we are going to reduce. So reserves are going to reduce. Security premium, we are debiting it. So we are reducing it. Normally reserves has a credit balance, but we are giving debit. General reserve. And profit and loss account debit. To bonus to equity shareholder. Bonus to equity shareholder. Beta, this is a temporary account. This is only for narration purpose we are writing this. And bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. So see, bonus is a temporary account which is getting cancelled. Here your reserves are getting reduced. 2 entries you are going to pass, and capital we are going to add it. Okay, so 2 entries. 2 entries. Everyone is telling, sir, problem is in app, so we will try to resolve it. Okay, chalo. So capital redemption reserve, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. Please write down these entries and tell me it in the comment section. Every one of you have to type it in the comment section. So chalo jaldi se comment section में आपको type करना है और ये entries याद करनी है. Everyone has to write it in the comment section on Board of Studies app. Otherwise, yes, type it fast. Chalo, fast, everyone. Capital redemption reserve, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. Yes, fast. Next. Here, beta, what is the entry? Final call account debit to equity share capital. Here, when shares are partly paid, you cannot use CRR and security premium. You can use, logic is very simple because these are partly paid. So at least you must get 4 rupees from shareholder, but you are not getting it. So you have to debit not CRR. Remember here, yes, you can write general reserve account debit, P&L account debit. But remember, CRR and security premium is not allowed to bonus to equity shareholder. Final call is a temporary account. And third entry, here 3 entries. Bonus to equity shareholder account debit. It's a tempo account. 2, final call. So final call and bonus will get cancelled. But what is important, you cannot use, if shares are partly paid, you cannot use CRR and security premium. ये words याद रखना. So those students, Hindi medium students, understand. आप सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम और सीआरआर को यूज नहीं कर सकते हो सर. आप सीआरआर और सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम को यूज नहीं कर सकते हो. तो आप किसको यूज कर सकते हो जब आपका फाइनल कॉल बाकी है? ओनली जनरल रिजर्व एंड P&L. सर फुल्ली पेड होगा तो फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी फॉर सीआरआर. If there is no balance, then security premium. This is a priority. If there is no balance, then general reserve. And if there is no balance, then profit and loss account. So first you have to use CRR, then security premium, then general reserve, and then profit and loss account. Bonus is nothing but you are issuing extra shares. Okay. Chalo. If you understood these entries, bonus problems are very, very easy. So sir, there is no CRR and security premium if shares are partly paid. Shares are partly paid. If fully paid, you can use CRR and security premium. You can use these 2 reserves. Sir, what is CRR? CRR we are going to understand. Capital redemption reserve in case of redemption of preference shares chapter, sir. But till today, you just understand. Use this reserve. Use this. How to create this? Redemption of preference shares. Wait. How to create this? Redemption of preference shares. But after redemption of preference shares, how to use it? Using for bonus shares. CRR use only for bonus shares. CRR has only one use, and that is for bonus shares, sir. Chalo. Yes. Okay. Very good, very good, very good. पार्टली पेड में बस दोनों ही आएंगे. यस बबली, पार्टली पेड में सिर्फ दोनों आएंगे. कौन नहीं आएगा बबली? सीआरआर एंड सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम. ये नहीं आएगा. इतना याद रखिए, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई होप नाउ यू आर क्लियर विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. There are 3 entries in case of partly paid shares and only 2 entries for fully paid up shares. Only 2 entries and 3 entries in case of partly paid up shares. And I'm going to revise it now. What is the SEBI guideline? SEBI guideline. Yes, I will explain it out. चलो चलो चलो, फास्ट चलो. यस. अरे थकेले लोग, शाम को थकना मना है. जल्दी जल्दी. बी एनर्जेटिक. लास्ट 20 मिनट्स, 30 मिनट्स. बेटा 30 मिनट्स यार, 30 मिनट्स के पेशेंस रखो. यू आर सिटिंग फॉर लास्ट 1.5 hour. डोंट वरी. 2 hours, आई नो. चलो चलो चलो, थकेलेपना नहीं करना है, 2.5 घंटा तो बैठना है बस. फास्ट. Yes, everyone understood perfectly. So, sir, 5 times I will tell these entries 5 times. First one, CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital, bonus, cancel, reserves reduce, capital increase. Bonus is a temporary account. CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. 2 times. CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. Sir, this side key entries, partly paid up entries. One number. Number one, final call account debit to equity share capital. Then, sir, CRR, no. Security premium, no. General reserve, yes. P&L, yes. General reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, and then bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. 1 time. Second one, final call account debit to equity share capital, then general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. 2 times. Final call account debit to equity share capital, then general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to final call, and to bonus to equity shareholder, and then bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. 3 times. Fourth one is final call account debit to equity share capital, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, final bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. 4th time. Last time, final call account debit to equity share capital, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder, and then last entry, bonus to equity shareholder account debit to final call. Sir, over, sir, all entries over. Yes. Okay. I can sit for more than 2 hours. Very good. Chalo. Chalo. Over. Ha. Now, see, no company can shall capitalize its profit. No company. When? It is authorized by article. If it is in article, it is given that we cannot issue any bonus shares. Yes, then you can't issue bonus shares. Second one, on recommendation, authorized in general meeting. Okay. Very, very important. You have not defaulted in any payment of interest or principal amount. And last one, no default in respect of statutory dues, and partly paid shares can be made out of fully paid. So remember, either you pay it in the form of fully paid bonus shares. So you just have to, you cannot issue shares. Now see, that I forgot to tell you. Here, number of shares increasing. You can write it by red pen. Red pen. Number of shares here increases. Okay. And here, only final call you called in the form of bonus shares. So your number of shares remains same as before bonus shares and after bonus, because you are taking only 4 rupees from the shareholder in the form of bonus shares. Here you are issuing 1 more share to your shareholder. So number of shares increases. You cannot increase your number of shares for partly paid up shares. So partly paid up shares, you cannot raise shares here. Very, very important. So here number of shares cannot increases. Now beta, in SEBI, okay, Harshul, thank you beta. See, in SEBI guideline, there is one more, reservation. Now, what is reservation? Understand it. SEBI is applicable for listed companies. So, what is the reservation in case of bonus shares? Yes, understand it. Now, this is very something which is new. On this, you won't get any question, but still it is my duty to update your knowledge. Suppose I have rupees 1 lakh ke equity share capital and rupees 50,000 convertible debentures. See beta, this is something very different. Understand this concept. 1 lakh rupees equity share capital. Actually, if I don't explain this concept, yes, you are going to score it in the exam, but it's my duty at least go through it. So understand this concept carefully and tell me it in the comment section after this concept, are you getting it or not? So I have 1 lakh equity share capital. What I have? 1 lakh equity share capital and 50,000 convertible debentures. I have 50,000 convertible debentures. See beta. Now, I issued one equity share for one previously hold share. Okay. Convertible debentures means, sir, what? Convertible debentures means, yes, I'm telling you what is the concept of convertible debentures. What is the benefit to issue it? So those who are from science background understand it. In 2021, I have given option to investor. You take my debentures. And I will convert it after 5 years in 2025. So on 1st January 2021. So be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So on 1/1/2026, you will get debentures will get converted into equity shares. Your debentures will get, you have option, not compulsion. So what is the benefit of investor? Think, whenever I raise money, I have to give some attractive, returns to my investor. Then only you are going to invest in my company. See, so now LIC is coming with IPO. So LIC is giving first that IPO to existing holders of LIC. Okay, existing members of the LIC. So that is the benefit. So here also, while attracting investor, I am giving one attractive scheme today because my company is a new company. So I'm also not aware whether I'm going to survive in the market or not. So debentures. I issued debentures. So my investor will get interest till 5 years, though I'm in loss or I'm in profit. But after 5 years, if they choose the option to get converted into equity share, then they will get dividend when my company is in profit. At least in 5 years, my company will be in profit. If suppose my company is not getting good amount of profits, they won't convert any amount in equity shares. They will take their cash back, but they can decide it after 5 years. So this is called as convertible debentures. So व्हाट इज कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर्स? एक बार हिंदी में बता देता हूं बेटा, एक बार हिंदी में एकदम आराम से देखो। मेरी कंपनी तरक्की नहीं कर रही है अभी, जस्ट 2021 में मेरी कंपनी फॉर्म हुई है। सिंपल सा एग्जांपल लेते हैं, सिंपल सा एग्जांपल, आईसीआई ने ये बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज का एक इनिशिएटिव लिया, फ्री कोचिंग क्लासेस। अभी बहुत सारे प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स है सर, बहुत सारे प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स है। तो मेरी कंपनी है, एज्यूम करते हैं कि ये मेरी कंपनी है। मैंने क्या किया, मैंने इन्वेस्टर्स को बुलाया, यार मुझे बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज का ऐप बनाना है, मुझे मेरा बिजनेस ग्रो करना है, दो इट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। एज्यूम कि हमने कुछ चार्जेस रखे अभी ये बिजनेस डेवलप होने को टाइम लगेगा, तो मैंने इन्वेस्टर को बुलाया। मैंने इन्वेस्टर को क्या बोला कि देखो भाई, हम लोगों को 5 साल चाहिए, 5 साल में हम लोग टॉप पे रहेंगे, इतना मेरा विजन है कि 5 साल में हमारा ये बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज का बोर्ड ऑफ वर्चुअल कोचिंग क्लासेस नंबर 1 पे रहने वाला है, ये बाकी सब छोड़ दीजिए, प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स को छोड़ देंगे और हमारी तरक्की होगी, कंपनी बहुत ऊपर जाएगी, ये मेरा एक विजन है। अब ये विजन के लिए मैंने इन्वेस्टर्स को बुलाया, यू ऑल आर इन्वेस्टर्स। मैंने आपको बोला चलो मेरे कंपनी में पैसा लगा दो, आपने पैसा लगाया, आपको मैंने बोला 5 साल का मोहलत दो, 5 साल के बाद मैं आपको ऑप्शन देता हूं, 5 साल में आप इन्वेस्टर, आपको अभी इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, हर एक को इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, हर एक को इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, और 5 साल के बाद ऑप्शन रहेगा, आप आपका पैसा लौटा दूंगा या 5 साल के बाद आप आपके पैसों का कन्वर्जन करना इक्विटी शेयर्स, ताकि आप ओनर बन जाओ 5 साल बाद, और आपको उसके बाद डिविडेंड ही डिविडेंड मिलेगा। इसको बोलते हैं कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स। देखो साइंस बैकग्राउंड वाले या डायरेक्ट एंट्री वाले, यू गॉट द लॉजिक ऑफ कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स। कन्वर्टिबल में आपका क्या फायदा हुआ, जब कंपनी तरक्की में रहने दो या नहीं रहने दो, आपको तो इंटरेस्ट मिलने वाला है 5 साल तक, और उसके बाद 5 साल के बाद बेटा ओनरशिप मिल गई, और क्या चाहिए, बाद में तो शेयर होल्डर बोले जाओगे हमारे कंपनी के। सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स। आई होप एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड इट नाउ। यस, अंडरस्टूड और नॉट अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स? एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स? ओके, यस। सो नाउ beta, after conversion into equity shares, now what happens? Those who are from very first day, now there are two types of investor. One type of investor who are equity shareholder from very first day, and those who will get converted after 5 years. Okay, sir. So those shareholders who are getting bonus share, those will get one share, but at the same time, those who are getting converted into equity shares, I have to keep some reservation for those shareholders who are getting converted into equity shares. So I won't give that share now. I won't give that bonus share now, but I will reserve that bonus share. And when after conversion, I will issue not only one share, but I will issue them 2 shares. Okay, I decided to one debenture holder will get 1 equity share. Okay, so that was my decision. But at the time of conversion, I won't give only 1 equity share, but I will give them 2 equity shares. One which is for the offer that I decided initially, and one which I made a bonus shares issue to my equity shareholders. So same reservation for those shareholders. So this is what the SEBI guideline. तो सेबी क्या बोलता है, एक बार हिंदी में समझ लीजिए। सेबी क्या बोलता है? सेबी ये बोलता है कि भाई आप यदि इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर को एक शेयर बोनस दे रहे हो 3 साल बाद, दैट इज इन द ईयर 2023। In my example, in year 2023, I am giving bonus share. At the same time, मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? मुझे मेरे इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर के साथ साथ जो डिबेंचर्स कन्वर्ट होने वाले इक्विटी शेयर में, उनका भी एक शेयर रिजर्व करके रखना पड़ेगा। तो मुझे 1 शेयर के साथ उनको भी एक शेयर देना है। दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेबी गाइडलाइन। तो सेबी क्या बोलता है कि आपको इनके साथ साथ इनका रिजर्वेशन भी साइड में करके रखना पड़ेगा। और वो किसको मिलेगा? वो उन्हीं को मिलेगा जिनका डिबेंचर कन्वर्ट होने वाला है इक्विटी शेयर। जो डिबेंचर होल्डर ने कैश एक्सेप्ट किया, उनको नहीं देंगे रे हम लोग। तो जिन्होंने अपना डिबेंचर इक्विटी शेयर्स में कन्वर्ट किया, तो उनको सिर्फ एक शेयर नहीं मिलेगा, उनको बोनस का भी एक मिलेगा। सो एक ही इसमें 2 फायदे होंगे। इंटरेस्ट तो मिला अब तक, इंटरेस्ट के साथ साथ जब ओनरशिप मिलेगा, तो एक शेयर के बदले में एक शेयर एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा ना सर, तो बोनस शेयर 2 मिलने वाले हैं, इतना याद रखिए। सो दिस इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेबी गाइडलाइन। इन lieu of, someone is asking me, sir, in lieu of, now you read this question, read this theory. So an issuer means company, issuer means who is issuing shares or debentures, shall make a bonus issue unless yes, it made a reservation of equity shares of the company to the holders of outstanding compulsory convertible debentures. So those who will get convertible debentures compulsorily, means they do not have any other option. Okay. See, in proportion to the कन्वर्टिबल पार्ट देयर ऑफ. सो जो भी कन्वर्जन होगा उनको ये देना है. So after conversion, you have to give bonus shares. So this is the concept of convertible debentures. Are you getting it or not? It is only a theory part. It is only a theory part. I hope you are now getting this concept. Yes, beta. Conversion का fixed period होता है. Afrin Khan. What if someone don't want to convert? They won't get. So beta, these debentures are also compulsory. So compulsory, it's not optional. So there are two parts. One is optional and one is compulsory. So in this question, yes, in this SEBI guideline, it is compulsory conversion. Those who do not want, there is no conversion beta option. So here, these shares will be issued to those investors whose debentures is compulsorily get converted into equity shares. Okay. So you have to make a provision for that shareholder, debenture holders. Okay. Okay. I hope you are clear with this concept now. अरे बेटा समझा या नहीं समझा, जल्दी से बोलो. So you have to reserve shares for those shareholders. Yes, Monica ji, sir, what about the bonus shares we kept aside for convertible debentures, but they didn't convert it? But it is a compulsory conversion. Now you can see here, in my example, I have given optional conversion, but better see the SEBI guideline. As per SEBI guideline, it is compulsory conversion. Entries we already covered, sir. What is the difference between bonus shares, no cash, and cash outflow in case of dividend, sir? We already know this. So general is of P&L account debit to equity share capital, and here cash is going out. So this is very important. What is the difference between shares and dividend? Shares or dividend? Chalo, chalo, chalo. ध्यान दीजिए बराबर. Share suspense account की entries जा चुकी है बेटा. We don't have it in syllabus now. Share suspense. Okay, order of reserves, sir. Order of reserves. You can write this order of reserves to issue bonus shares. This is very important. So please write it. Order of reserves. Order of reserves. Fast, beta. Last 15 minutes. Wait. Only 15 minutes. I know you are fighters. I will improve your strength. Yes, easily you can sit for 2.5 hours. I know now you are hungry. 6 से 8, 8:30, sir. Or please, whenever you are attending these live sessions, compulsorily on table or chair, आपको बैठना है. Not sofa, गादी, तकिया, कुछ भी use नहीं करना है. Be focused and 100% concentration. I know it's very difficult to sit for 2.5 hours, but yes, I know all of you are fighters. And you want to pass in the first exam. It is not attempt. Attempt are to whom? Those who are failures. Okay. We are going to pass it in exam, not in attempt. This is not my first attempt. This is my first and final exam. Don't use the word attempt. Attempt are for failures. Yes, over. मुक्ता व्यास बोल रही है, सर एक्सप्लेन मुझे रिजर्व्स इन हिंदी. ठीक है बेटा. मुक्ता, बेटा इलस्ट्रेशंस तो मैं ओरली लेने वाला हूँ. यस, दीज आर वेरी इजी इलस्ट्रेशंस नाउ. सी बेटा मुक्ता, आई एम टेलिंग यू द कॉन्सेप्ट. एक बार हिंदी में आप बोल रहे हो तो बता ही देता हूं, डोंट वरी. देखो बेटा, सपोज सपोज मेरे पास 1 लाख इक्विटी शेयर्स है और 1 लाख कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर्स है. ठीक है. सो 1 लाख इक्विटी शेयर्स को मैं 3 इयर्स के बाद, अभी ये 5 साल के बाद, दे आर गोइंग टू कन्वर्ट इनटू 1 लाख इक्विटी शेयर्स. ये किसमें कन्वर्ट होने वाले हैं? 1 लाख. आज वो डिबेंचर्स है, वो किसमें कन्वर्ट होने वाले हैं? डिबेंचर्स विल गेट 1 लाख इक्विटी शेयर्स में कन्वर्ट होंगे. 3 साल बाद कंपनी ने बहुत अच्छी तरक्की की सर, तो मैंने 1 लाख शेयर्स को और 1 लाख शेयर्स का डिविडेंड, सॉरी इक्विटी शेयर्स इशू किए, तो मेरे अभी हो गए 2 लाख शेयर्स. पर ये जब 3 साल बाद, सेबी क्या बोलता है कि 3 साल बाद जब आप उनको इक्विटी शेयर्स इशू करने वाले हो, 1 लाख शेयर्स मतलब बोनस शेयर्स देने वाले हो, तब आपको ये डिबेंचर्स वालों को भी ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. बेटा मतलब ये सिंपल लैंग्वेज में क्या हुआ कि पापा एक ही है और ये जो है ना, 2 सोतेले भाई है, अलग अलग भाई है. एक सोतेला भाई, दूसरा ये है. ये इतना समझ लीजिए एकदम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में. पर आपको जब कुछ देना है तो सोतेले भाई को भी ध्यान में रखते हुए ये अपने रियल सन, मतलब दोनों भी उन्हीं के सन है, पर दोनों को इक्वल मिलना चाहिए, ये बोल रहा है. ये भाई और ये दोनों भाई अलग अलग हैं. सोतेले भाई को भी बाद में जब वो पापा का केयर लेगा उस टाइम पे उसको भी 1 लाख इक्विटी शेयर्स सिर्फ कन्वर्ट नहीं होंगे, तो उनको 1 लाख के शेयर्स के साथ साथ 1 लाख का बाद में जब कन्वर्जन होगा उस टाइम पे ये 2 लाख का शेयर्स मिलेगा. वो 5 साल बाद, इसको 3 साल बाद ही मिल जाएगा. इसका अलग से इशू रखा जाएगा साइड में, और उसको ये 1 लाख शेयर्स कब देंगे? जब कन्वर्जन कंप्लीट होगा. पर उसके 1 लाख की प्रोविजन शुरुआत में रिजर्वेशन करके रखनी है. रिजर्वेशन शुरुआत में ही रखनी है बेटा. ये कॉन्सेप्ट है हिंदी में. यस मुक्ता जी, समझा या नहीं समझा? ओके, ठीक है. So provision, you understood it very easily. Chalo. Now illustration number 1. Now nothing is in illustration number 1. Yes, just you copy it afterwards from answer only. We are just discussing it now. ठीक है. Following items are appearing in the trial balance of Bharat Limited, a listed company, as on the 31st March 2001. 40,000 equity shares of ₹10 each. CRR, security premium, general reserve, and surplus in the profit and loss account. The company decided to issue 1 share for every 4 shares. So 40,000 share. So see cross multiplication. So for 4 shares, so existing 4 will get bonus 1. So for 40,000, how many shares are bonus? Beta cross multiplication, 10,000 shares. So 10,000 shares, ₹10. So beta, this is fully paid up capital. So this question you can write on the question. Please have study material. Otherwise, at least have hard copy of this. Okay. So please don't see it on only page. You have to write all these things on question. Everything that I'm writing on question, you have to write it. So please make sure that at least you have study material, or if you don't have study material, please take printouts of these questions. डिविडेंड इक्विलाइजेशन रिजर्व क्या होता है? तो डिविडेंड इक्विलाइजेशन रिजर्व मुक्ता जी, डिविडेंड के लिए देने के लिए साइड में रिजर्व रखा रहता है, वो भी फ्री रिजर्व का ही पार्ट है. सो बेटा दिस इज 1 लाख रुपीज. Now take on calci 55,000. So take 55,000. Where is my calci? Yes, I have this, my calci with me. 1 lakh. 1 lakh minus 55,000 minus 30,000. And from general reserve, I am using 15,000. So this is 1 lakh. And I will add 1 lakh rupees in equity share capital. So general reserve 15,000. Let's check the answer. CRR 55, security premium 30, And general reserve, yes, 15,000. Yes. To bonus to equity shareholder, general reserve 15,000. To bonus to equity shareholder and bonus to equity shareholder to equity share capital. Yes, sir. Correct, sir. Correct. So general reserve is a balancing figure. Star mark. Easy hai? Easy hai? So this is fully paid up capital. So in index, this is fully paid up capital. Now second question. So how many entries fully paid up capital? You can remember these entries, 2 entries. So you can write over there 2 entries. 15,000 is the correct answer. बहुत ही easy था, very simple, very good. Now you only tell me for second one. Yes, jaldi. Partly paid or fully paid? Fast. Elude to. Every one of you write down. Recall it. Day after tomorrow, I'm going to tell you the logic of redemption of preferences. And one good news or bad news? Yeah, now you have to tell me. Bad news or good news? You decide. I have consecutive 4 sessions in this month, and I'm with you in the month of March for 4 days continuously. I think from Tuesday to Saturday. I don't know exactly. पर मेरे 4 सेशंस लगातार है आप लोगों के साथ. So it's bad news or good news, that you decide. But I will be with you for next 4 sessions. I already told you those students who want in detail, ekdam detail man, those who are very comfortable in Hindi, you please, it's my request to all of you. एकदम डिटेल में जाना है तो टेक अ बेनिफिट. इफ यू हैव टाइम, प्रॉपर टाइम, तो आप एक बार पुणे ब्रांच को भी विजिट कर सकते हो फॉर माय सेशंस. And if you are comfortable with this speed, it's okay, because if you don't want to write it, which only understanding the concept is important, yes, you can use this session. But if you want in detail, means in writing, so you have to contact Pune branch for that. Okay. And we have very cheap rates for that. It's only for your benefits. Chalo. For second question. Yes, Saipa, I got scared, sir, when you shouted. Yes, always. ये एनर्जेटिक होती है. हर्षिल दीक्षित कह रहा है एकदम सारा समाचार छे. Okay. So this is one, what is a partly paid shares, sir? Partly. Shrinjali is saying, sir, partly paid shares. Partly paid up shares, na beta. No general, yes, entries, general reserve. So 2.5. So 50,000 into 2.5. So beta, this is 1,25,000 na, sir. And declared out of general reserve. So 1,20,000 general reserve to bonus. Yes. Share final call account. 3 entries, sir. 3 entries. 3 entries over here. Provision for bonus, then final call to equity share capital, and bonus to equity shareholder. To final call. Final call will get cancelled. So this is a temporary account. And general reserve account debit to equity share capital. Yes, sir. This is very simple. I already taught you these things. ILU 3. You have to tell this in the balance sheet also. So balance sheet extract you have to prepare for ILU number 3. Okay. So illustration number 3. Let's solve this. Is the last illustration of the day. So last 6 minutes now. And balance sheet practice, we'll do it in the next session.
So this is the last session of bonus issue. Thank God, almost 90% students are watching it from first minute to last minute. Very good. Very good. Suppose if I'm a student, it might happen after 1.5 hours, I'm getting bored, or might be, yes, I will, might be, I leave the class. Okay. But yes, if you are sitting it means you are liking my session. Because मुझे याद है कि मेरे में तो बाबा 1 घंटा मैं स्टूडेंट लेवल पे था, तब इतना कुछ कंपटीशन भी नहीं था और इतने सारे ऑप्शंस भी नहीं थे, तो हम लोग 1 घंटे के बाद बोर हो जाते थे. पर यस, थैंक गॉड कि मेरे जो स्टूडेंट्स है, अपने स्टूडेंट्स, you all are sitting for more than 2.5 hours, and thank you for your patience, because it's very difficult on the very first 2 days to sit in. After when the exam comes nearby, you can sit for 8 to 10 hours, but yes, might be very difficult to sit for 2 hours, and thank you for your patience. This question that I want to just disclose. Following notes pertain to balance sheet of Solid Limited. म्यूट पे कर दो. निसर्ग म्यूट पे कर दो. निसर्ग आप म्यूट पे कर दो. चलो. Authorized capital. Yes. Yes, better. The second part is easy. You can do by your own. It's very easy question. Second question. Authorized capital 10,000, 12% preference shares, 1 lakh equity shares of ₹10 each. Authorized capital is only for presentation. Beta, authorized capital means or capital beyond which you cannot issue your share capital. So 11 lakhs. You see your issued capital is 80,000. It is below limit. So your preference share capital, you can check here. It is 1 lakh. Your preference share capital is 1 lakh. But your issued capital of preference shares is 80,000. And similarly, this is 8 paid up. 8 paid up means 2 you have to call. General reserve, revaluation reserve not allowed for bonus. Security premium allowed, P&L allowed. Security premium, secured loan, 12% debentures. Wait. Now on 1st April, the company made a final call. Not in the form of bonus shares. Remember, not in bonus shares form. See, company made a final call, not in the form of bonus shares. Company is not giving any bonus shares for remaining 2 rupees. They are collecting money. They are collecting money. So, they are collecting money means ₹2. So बेटा यहाँ पे 2 रुपए आपको कलेक्ट करने हैं. 90,000 शेयर्स इंटू ₹2. यू विल कलेक्ट 1,80,000 रुपीज. कितना कलेक्ट करोगे? 1,80,000 रुपीज. यू विल कलेक्ट बेटा 1,80,000 रुपीज. Okay. So write down over here, collection 1,80,000 in cash. So now your capital will be increased by 1,80,000. How much? 9 lakhs. And the company, yes, dates are given, and thereafter company decided to capitalize its reserves. So this is the second word for bonus shares. I already explained you. Capitalize its reserves means capitalize its reserves. Reserves are getting converted into equity share capital. By way of bonus shares, at every 1 share for every 4 shares, sir, cross multiplication, existing 90,000. So this is 22,500. Correct, hai na? 22,500 into ₹10. 2,25,000. So first use security premium, 20,000. First priority. After that, so 2,25,000. minus 20,000 minus 1,60,000. So beta, out of profit and loss account, you will use 45,000. But see beta, 90,000 shares are existing plus 22,500 bonus. So total will be 1,12,500. So your authorized capital have to be increased by passing this note 1,12,500. So 12,500 note. Yes, you can see here that last में आपको note मिलेगा. Authorized capital have to be increased by sufficient number of shares. And this note will carry 1 mark. If you forgot to write this note, see, our capital is now 1,12,500 into 10. 1,12,500 into 10. 1,12,500 into 10 and 1 lakh into 10. So see beta, this is the capital you have to increase and this will give you 1 mark. If you don't write this in exam, 1 mark waste, though you are getting the answer. See, and whether you are getting profit and loss account 45,000 as a balancing figure. So what is the first entry? First entry will be equity share final call account debit to equity share capital. So final call to equity share capital. Yes, first entry correct. What is the second entry? Final call we are getting in the form of bank. So final call, final call. Beta, please remember these entries. Huh? Equity share final call to final equity share capital and bank to final call. And see, profit and loss balancing figure. Yes, 45,000. To bonus to equity shareholder and bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. So security premium account debit, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholder and bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share capital. Now beta, what is going to remain same? Preference share capital will remain same, authorized capital. See, yes, now this working, you read it by your own and in next session, before starting next session, I will explain you these notes to accounts, but you have to read it by your own. And in next session, I'm going to ask you these notes. So please be prepared for this illustration number 3. Illustration number 4 is your homework. We are going to discuss it in the next session. And in next session, I'm going to start with redemption of preference shares ka theory. So please attend on Saturday. होली के बहुत सारे ढेर सारे आपको बधाइयाँ होगी और आप कल प्लीज ये छुट्टियां मत मनाओ. You have your targets. So festival is not for CS students. And remember, you work hard on this exam for in this festival seasons also. Then only you will get. You have to forget everything for achieving your targets. Okay. So beta, without private coaching, can it be possible? Beta, many students, Afrin Khan, yes, और यदि आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा लग रहा है कि प्राइवेट कोचिंग के, तो मैंने आपको ऑप्शन भी दिया गया है कि आपको डिटेल में करना है तो आप ले लीजिए ना बेटा, वो तो और डिटेल में हो जाएगा. सो अफरीन जी, मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बताया है. थैंक यू. प्लीज योर 1 minute comment is also important. So share this lecture to maximum students and I hope in next session you are going to revise all these things and we will come back on Saturday or till Saturday. Take care. Enjoy your festival with study. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And share it to maximum students.